Hello, and welcome back to the latest of our podcasts, reflecting on East Belfast Mission then and now as we celebrate 200 years of Methodism and its impact upon East Belfast. We've looked at a number of the issues that East Belfast Mission must address in this community, but today we're taking a little slightly different tack, and we're looking at the impact that volunteers have on the life of East Belfast Mission. A vital group of people who we would be lost in our delivery of services without wonderful people who give of their time free to volunteer. And I'm joined today by Steve, and Steve is one of the team of volunteers, and we hope that by hearing his story, it maybe encourage you to think about volunteering with us. So Steve, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Steve. I'm 45. I'm born and raised in East Belfast. Just, love the area.
Yeah.
And I got into volunteering because I wanted to give a wee bit back.
And what do you enjoy doing, Steve? What's your interests? What do you like to do for fun?
Well, I'm quite into my music. I recently started collecting vinyl, which is an expensive hobby, but it's very rewarding. It's a more mindful experience putting on the record and the crackling of it. It's a much more fulfilling experience.
Steve, I think it's fair for me to ask you. You had a few mental health issues in the recent past.
I do indeed. It's been about 10 years since I last worked like full-time hours. I started suffering from non-epileptic attack seizures, which is triggered by stress. And then in the middle of getting treated for that, I found out I had borderline personality disorder. So I've received some treatment from the mental health team down at Woodstock Lodge.
Very good.
And they've referred me on to the Recovery College on the York Road for a lot of treatment, which has been very beneficial.
Good. Glad to hear that. So you came in contact with East Belfast Mission through our employability team. You were thinking, am I ready to go back to work yet?
I had been, but it's a very difficult position because if you go straight in for a job, you lose the safety net of your benefits. It's very risky. A lot of people don't know what the whole ins and outs can be. Whereas the employability team, in particular my mentor Gareth, was able to sit down and tell me, here's what your options are. Here's what you can and can't do that will affect your benefits.
Right.
And they also directed me eventually to the EBM to do a wee bit of voluntary work, just to dip my toes in the water, just to see whether I was ready for doing a full day's work or not.
And the challenges around that was about turning up at the right time, committing to something and staying with it to see if that routine of work you could replicate in volunteering.
Absolutely. And there was also the case of, because it had been 10 years, like I worked in administration. So I was worried that a lot of what I did know was out of date.
Right.
So working on the reception was able to upskill, like just take what I already knew and update because you know yourself, the office packages change every year.
Yes. Your mental health affected you in some ways in terms of your confidence levels. Is that right?
Absolutely. Like my confidence was absolutely shot. I was absolutely terrified of the idea of having a seizure outside the house.
Okay.
And that doesn't help because if they're triggered by stress, stressing out about having a seizure, it's a very vicious circle.
Gotcha. Okay. So you then, Gareth suggested, look, Steve, maybe not ready for the workplace yet. What about volunteering at East Belfast Mission? And you said, yeah, let's try that.
Absolutely. And he also got me enrolled in a few of the courses, the OCNs that they do. I did one in personal development, which helped me reassess where I wanted to go with my life. Mindfulness was fantastic. It's actually a bit of the missing puzzle that I had with my mental health. Part of it was learning techniques to de-stress yourself. So I came up with a couple of visualization exercises that I do every day just to keep myself balanced.
Very good. So with those skills and with Gareth's suggestion, you said, yeah, I'm ready to have a go at volunteering in East Belfast Mission. So what did volunteering look like with us?
It was a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. Like the team have been absolutely fantastic. The Gemma, who is the receptionist downstairs, working with her, she's been very patient. When I have made errors, she's been very good about emphasising the fact that I haven't done anything that can't be undone.
Good, good. But so your volunteering is very much around the reception area. As people come in, the public come in, you or Gemma are the first people they meet.
Yep.
That's a level of stress in itself, Stephen.
It isn't, but part of me, like, I find that it's refreshing. Like, every day is different.
Yeah.
And like, even if I do get a bit stressed at times, which any job is stressful, I can go home knowing that I've done a bit of good in the world, and that alleviates it, which is why, like, I'm taking the career turns that I'm doing is I want to stay working for the community.
So, ultimately, you want to be working, and great, and we hope this is a stepping stone towards that. But what sort of jobs do you do within the reception of East Belfast? But what do we ask of you to do as a volunteer?
It can be very varied, but the main thing is we are the face of the building. A lot of people will come in. Some of them won't know what it is that we have to offer. So we have to be very aware of all the clients in the building, be able to direct them, let them know when things like the community fridge are on, and give them advice beforehand, because there are certain charges. So they come in well aware that that what they need to do.
Yeah.
Let them know about the Muller and Toddlers group.
Yeah.
There's always something happening, so you have to keep on top of things. We also look after the room booking for the building, which that's the money that keeps the place running.
Yeah.
Which is a very big responsibility. But so we would coordinate with people who are making inquiries, letting them know what the room availability is, how much it'll cost, that kind of thing. And then we have our own internal databases set up so that we know what the room's availabilities are. So we never double book, touch wood.
What was your first day like?
I was in bits. I must have been pure white at the time. And I was every time the phone rang, I was absolutely terrified. But the Gemma was very, very good with me, very patient, and just slowly but surely, my confidence has started to come back. It's because, like, a lot of people, I've got good feedback from the clients and from people in the building, my colleagues that I've been working with, and just it's given me a lot of confidence back, knowing that I've been doing some good in the world.
And now you're at the point where, so to speak, Gemma doesn't need to hold your hand in volunteering. You can cover reception yourself. So that first day was how many years ago, or how long ago?
I started July, not last year, but the year before.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been volunteering with EBM for 2 years.
Yeah.
Could you describe the journey between that first day where you were petrified to now? What skills do you think you've acquired through that journey?
I'd say, like, I've learned pretty much how I could probably juggle pretty well now, because down in reception there'll be a million things going on at once. You'll have people standing in front of you wanting to know what room to go to for whatever client they're with. Sometimes some people come in. You have a lot of people asking about tourists and things. They run the Irish language classes.
Yeah.
And then you'll have others, they're coming in and don't speak English as a first language. Yes. They just know they have to be at this address and they don't know the full details. So you kind of have to tease it out of them without, scaring them.
That's a skill. That's a skill to be able to do that just without being dismissive.
Yeah.
But if someone hasn't got English as their language, that's a great skill you've acquired.
It's because a lot of people think just with non-English speakers just speak slower and louder. That doesn't always do it. That can actually be quite intimidating.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is to be mindfulness and put yourself in their position. And if I was in a different country, how would I want to be talked to?
Very good. Very good. It's difficult when you're a volunteer to feel part of the EBM team. There's the staff team. We like to think that everybody's important. Do you feel that sense of being part of the team?
Absolutely. Like the from day one, the staff down here have been brilliant. Because I'm in the position where I'm on reception, I would see more of the staff than most people. Like, everybody checks in with us in the morning. And so I've got to know quite a few of the staff quite well. Like Gareth, who unfortunately has left us since. He's become a good friend. Very good. And we've stayed in contact even though he's departed from us. And he's been And it's just, I've made a lot of new friends, and they helped me through quite a few difficult times. It wasn't long after like I'd started volunteering that I went through a divorce.
Right. Okay.
And, you know, the employability team and down in reception, they were very supportive of me, and they gave me a chance to vent when I needed to, and just a shoulder to cry on.
Okay.
It was more than just colleagues, you know, we became friends.
So you volunteer with us. How many days a week do you come in?
I was initially doing just 1 day a week.
Uh-huh.
And it's back to 1 day a week because I had last year my dad had developed cancer.
Right. Okay.
So I needed to be available for him to go to hospital appointments because he's at an age where he doesn't remember everything.
Okay.
And I need to act as his memory for him.
Very good. But at its height, we hear more than 1 day a week?
I was doing Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Very good. Again, to suit the volunteer, to suit your diary, your needs, etc. Yeah.
Yep, and it's been very good. Like, I've still been able to maintain going to the recovery college. If something has come up that happens to be on one of the days of volunteering, as long as I let them know, we can work around it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. What does volunteering look like in terms of, you know, is there any, you've talked about the mental health benefits you've had from them and the skills you've acquired, you know, do you get fed?
Oh, absolutely. Like, it's one of the biggest perks here is we get a wee lunch voucher whenever we do a full day.
Okay. Very
So,
good.
and the cafeteria, I've never had a bad thing. Like, Max is a genius.
Yes, his food's kind of good, isn't it? It's not good for the waistline, but it's good. But so that's a wee benefit you acquire from it. Stephen, as you progress along 2 years, you've done remarkably well. You've acquired all these skills. Do you think you're ready for the job market yet, or do you still think there's a bit of more time for you volunteering?
I have been applying for a few jobs recently.
Uh-huh.
I do feel I'm a lot of it due to my volunteering here and other volunteer job I do with Aware. I'm as ready for work as I've ever been, even better than before my mental health got bad. I'm actually better equipped now than I have been in my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah.
My confidence is back. I've got the coping strategies to deal with the things that come up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as I'm in a very good position, if I apply for a job and I get it, great. If I don't, I can still come down here. I've got my friends. I can do my work.
Yeah.
You know, it's win-win for me.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. What does it mean to you? You know, someone might say, you know, you get a free meal, but you're basically getting EBM's getting labour for nothing. What's the benefit to a person to volunteer?
For me, I find it's good to have structure.
Uh-huh.
Like, so I know where I'm going to be in a set day. I know, like, on Wednesdays, my alarm's set for 8. I have to be down here for about 9:30. And I know what I'm going to be doing for the day.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And then there's just a lot of satisfaction in doing the job and giving back to the community.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe a big part of recovery is giving back.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Any instances you can remember whereby you had that sense of, oh, I helped that person. I feel good about that. Is there any
Oh, yeah, like,
anecdotes or much you can remember?
like, I've had people coming in. One gentleman in particular, I remember he coming in. He had just been released from being inside.
In prison?
Yeah, and he hadn't even a brass penny in his pocket.
Right.
So we were able to bring him in. I was able to tell him about the community fridge. So we were able to get him a bit of food.
Yeah.
Get him a bit of, like, got him enrolled with the employability team.
Very good.
So we could get him upskilled a wee bit and, you know, working towards something. And again, like myself, I gave him a wee bit of structure.
Yeah.
Coming down to the classes and knowing that the community fridge was there on his Tuesdays and his Thursdays.
Very good.
He could just get a bit of stability that he hadn't had before.
How did you feel about that?
I was glad just to be able to help someone. Like, I know what it's like to have been down and just feeling like you had no hope, and feeling just like a how would you call it? Like a plastic bag just floating in the wind.
Very good.
Just you had nothing, like
Good.
nothing to, you know, structure your life. And with knowing that I can prevent other people from feeling like that,
Yeah.
do what I can to help them and just make the world a better place. Even particularly because this is my own area. Like, I was born and raised in Belvoir Street.
Yeah, just around the corner.
So I'm happy knowing that I'm in the community and I'm doing some good for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because for a long time it was hard to get into community work, particularly during the Troubles. I always found that there was a bit of stigma, particularly in the lower Newtonard Road area. You had to be involved with other people.
Right.
Whereas the mission has taught me that no, you can get in there and do some good.
Very good. Um, what would you say to someone who is feeling nervous about volunteering? You obviously are very people-facing part of EBM. You have the confidence, you have the skills around administration, and so you're perfect for reception. Uh, um, what would you say to someone thinking about doing it? What would be the benefits for them?
I would absolutely recommend it. You know, whenever you talk to the volunteer coordinators, they'll never ask you to do anything you're not ready to.
Okay.
They're very compassionate. If required, they will get you training. You know, through the employability team, there are certain courses that you can do.
Yeah.
And it's just a great feeling knowing that you're giving back a wee bit.
And while you're people facing, there are opportunities to volunteer with East Belfast Mission and many other organisations whereby you can be working in the background with administration. We have roles in the shops, with furniture shops or the clothes shops. Again, we're not necessarily having to face the public if you're not ready for that. There's work in administration and tourists, Hosford. All the different projects have some levels of needing of volunteers.
Absolutely. Like, and a volunteer's worth their weight in gold, even if I do say so myself.
No, absolutely. No, I agree wholeheartedly with you. Just to go back, you're not quite ready yet for work yet, you don't think?
I've applied for a few things,
Right.
but for me, it's just, I'm looking sunny side up. If I apply for something and I get it, that's brilliant. I'll get back, get to be a tax-paying member of society again. And if not, I can keep doing what I do here, which is also like, it's very rewarding. So it's just reframing things to see the positives.
See, we love the fact that you've given so much to EBM over the last 2 years, and the variety of roles, but primarily reception. And we want to say thank you. I know we give you a meal every time you work, but that's a way of us saying thank you, but also to be tangibly saying we appreciate it very much indeed. And if you're thinking about watching this and thinking about volunteering, please watch out on our socials or contact us. We'd be very happy to see if there's a volunteer role that would suit you. Stephen, thanks very much for explaining another wonderful part of East Belfast Mission and volunteering. And we'll be back again soon with the next one of our episodes on East Belfast Mission then and now.